Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Total Extreme Wrestling. And we're playing our WWE 2010 series as always. I'm looking forward to this one because if you haven't already, last episode, you got to check it out because it was the TNA Purge. It was when we took over TNA, we grabbed 3 of their best superstars. Not just, the job guys or whoever. 3 of their legitimate best superstars on their roster. We grabbed them, we own them, they're ours. Today, we are looking to do No Mercy, which should be an interesting pay-per-view. I think it's going to be a good one. So, we've got a bit of build-up towards that. We've got 1 more week's worth of shows to get into before we have that show. We've gone ahead and done, I think we've done another week's worth of shows. I can't remember when we left off, but let's show you some recaps anyways. Take you back all the way to Night of Champions, 95 rated show. CM Punk beat John Cena, Chris Jericho in the main event, 97 rated. Also featured Edge and Christian defeating DX for the tag titles, 100 rated. More recently, let's have a look. I think this show might have been my most recent. Big Show and Kane versus Randy and Ted DiBiase. Yeah, I think that was the most. So after that, no, we might have done Cena versus Batista. Did I show you guys that? Anyways, we'll go through it. Contract signing for the Fatal 4-Way match at No Mercy. Alberto Del Rio beat Billy Gunn. Yeah, we definitely did this one. Joe Mercury beat Ezekiel Jackson. DX say they'll be on Smackdown this week. Jerry Lawler challenged Chris Masters to a match. Seth Rollins defeated Jack Swagger. John Cena beat Batista. ECW, we had Mark Henry beat Goldust. Kofi Kingston came in to save Goldust from a brutal attack. Mr. Kennedy hyped up his match against R-Truth. We hyped up the deletion match. I don't know what the name for the deletion match is going to be yet, but if you guys have any suggestions, MVP versus Matt Hardy, what should the deletion match be called? Let me know. You guys figure out a name. I think the only one that was okay that we decided yesterday was most valuable deletion, but I'm not sold on that. Bubba Ray defeated Primo. Shelton taunted RVD. Dave Richards beat Sabu. Justin Gabriel beat Johnny Prime. Dudley's hyped the match against Colognes. Kofi beat Shelton Benjamin in the main event, and Mark Henry came out and destroyed Kingston afterwards. House of Hardy, yeah, that's okay. Alright, so this is the show that we haven't showed you guys yet, the Smackdown show. 93 rated. We had Big Show fend off an ambush attempt by the Legacy after John Morrison came in to help him out. So Big Show's in the ring, probably cutting a promo. All of a sudden, Legacy's music hits. Randy, Cody, Ted, they try and attack. They surround the ring and are about to enter the ring or start attacking the Big Show. John Morrison comes in for the save. They fend him off. Sets up for a tag team match later on. We had Zack Ryder beat Vance Archer. We basically had Zack Ryder bury him since Vance Archer's on his way out. Trying to get Zack Ryder any possible popularity movement that we can get out of Vance. Crime Time beat Chavo and Escobar. DX had a heated brawl with Edge and Christian because obviously Edge and Christian have been saying for weeks now, hey, if you want to challenge us for our titles, you have to come here and accept it in person. So that's exactly what happened. So DX showed up, they came out, and they had a brawl. The match is now on for No Mercy. Trish Stratus beat Angelina Love, so I decided to give Trish Stratus a SmackDown match. I figured she probably needs to have a few wins to earn the right to challenge for the title. She defeated Angelina Love. And then we had Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton defeat The Big Show and John Morrison. 98 rated match, so we kind of changed partners this week compared to last week. So instead of Kane, it was Morrison. Instead of Ted, it was Cody. Still the same results. A very good big match show and Randy Orton delivering the goods again. But actually, John Morrison was the second best in the match. He actually outperformed Big Match Show, 98. So overall, 93 rated show. There's your recap. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome chat. Good to see you all in here again. I'll say hello to all of you in a moment's time. Well, I'll say hello to all of you collectively. Welcome. Most recently, TNA had their Bound for Glory pay-per-view. It was apparently their 6th Bound for Glory, according to this anyways. I don't know if that's true or not. But Bound for Glory. So let's have a look to see how well TNA's biggest show of the year went. AJ Styles beat Bobby Lashley to retain the TNA World Title 83. That was the main event. Overall, the show hit 82. 0.4 buy rate, so apparently 200,000 buys, which is pretty good. 17,000 in attendance, so they would have made a lot of money off that show for sure. So it's a pretty big show. They've done pretty well. The rating, not so great, but the show itself is good. Hernandez and Regal beat Beer Money, so Bobby Roode leaving TNA most likely on a loss. ODB beat Madison Rayne to retain the Knockouts title. Desmond Wolfe, Nigel McGuinness, beat Shark Boy to retain the global title. D'Angelo De Niro defeated Amazing Red. Eric Young defeated Christopher Daniels. There's no real standout match on this card. The best match of the show was Jeff Hardy, who beat Suicide, which is Frankie Kazarian. So that's a pretty good match in the end. So Suicide, Frankie Kazarian versus Jeff Hardy. I could see that doing pretty well. Jeff Hardy, the best man in the company right now, delivering the goods. So that was their best match of the show. Kurt Angle was involved in a 6-man tag. Jeez. Okay. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, it was 6-man tag. My bad. Yep. Matt Sydal beat Brutus Magnus. Abyss beat Sheik Abdul Bashir. Oh, that's Davari. So Abyss only has 60 pop. Okay. Working with a job guy, an opener. Interesting. TNA making some weird choices there. Overall, not a great show. That's meant to be their big show. They kind of bombed on that one, didn't they? So that's good for us. But Sting wasn't even on the card. And was Joe on the card? I don't think Samoa Joe was on the card either. Let's have a quick look. Samoa Joe. No, it wasn't even on the card. So Sting and Joe was not on the card. Beer Money was on. We don't have James Storm. We have Bobby Roode. So only one of the 3 guys we signed was actually on the card, which is an interesting call, no doubt about that. I don't know if I would have done that. I think leaving at least 2 of your best guys in TNA off the card on your big show of the year. Wow. TNA, they got some balls, I guess. You know. Anyways, let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the chat. So, what are you guys saying to me? The hardcore deletion. We've heard that idea, but I figured because it's not a hardcore wrestler involved in MVP that I probably wouldn't go in that direction. Killer Meme, so what's up, man? What show's Joe on? Okay, so I've made a decision to put Samoa Joe on SmackDown. Heavily debated last episode which brand he should go to. The reasoning is that Samoa Joe is going to come in as a babyface. Seth Rollins is currently our next big thing, currently our top pushed babyface on Raw. And if we brought Joe in on Raw, then he would take the spot of Rollins, and they would probably conflict each other and wouldn't quite work. Whereas if we put Joe on SmackDown, then he's got free reign to be the next top babyface coming through the ranks. No one to challenge him for it. So Rollins can prosper on Raw, Joe can prosper on SmackDown. It works well. Bobby Roode, on the other hand, I'm not sure where he's going to go. At the moment, I put him on Raw. Bobby Roode's a little bit further down the card. He's 63 pop. Actually, let's have a look. Bobby Roode, I thought he was lower than that. Yeah, Bobby Roode was 61. He's actually gone up in popularity. So, working recently on Bound for Glory may have helped his popularity, maybe? Even though he lost. So, his popularity's gone up. So, thanks, TNA. Appreciate that one. Maybe the news that he's coming to WWE helped out. I don't know. But we've got Roode on Raw. Now, you could argue, hey, why don't you put him on ECW? And it's not a bad idea. I mean, we probably should get ECW someone. But, you know, Raw recently got the Machine Guns. SmackDown's got Sting and Joe. ECW hasn't really got anyone. They got Davey Richards. Should Roode go to Raw or ECW? I don't know if Roode... Does he fit ECW? He's a good brawler. I feel like he's more suited for Raw, though. When's Morrison cashing in? We don't know yet. Chat GM, welcome, man. Good to see you here. Great to have you on. TNA didn't want Sting, Joe, and Bobby to get any more popular. Well, Bobby did. Can I check Richie Steamboat's stats? Richie Steamboat's pretty good. You know, all of your champions are heels. No, that's fine. Well, you think about it, our roster is very heel heavy, so it kind of is no surprise that they're all heels. Make Joe save Ray from Randy like what he did for Sammy. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to debut Joe yet. I'm not sure what Joe's first feud's going to be. We'll have to figure it out. Read to EC Dub. Have him win the hardcore title straight away. Okay, so if we bring him to EC Dub, well, thinking about it, RVD is a fail. Let's have a look at our EC Dub. So let's take a look. ECW, we've got Kofi as our number 1, Van Dam, Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's probably number 2 at this point now. I think that's changed. Truth, Daniel Bryan. Henry Kennedy, MVP, Shelton Carlito. That's pretty strong on the other side. I think Homicide was actually... Carlito has gone down. Homicide would now be number 5. So Homicide would be there. So Bobby Roode, pretty... They could probably comfortably bump up above Truth, Bryan, and even Van Dam pretty easily. So you can make him your number 3 face pretty comfortably. He probably would get more time to shine on ECW, maybe. But I'm thinking Raw, you could do Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler, Roode versus Gallows, Roode versus Swagger when he comes back, Roode versus Miz. There's a few opponents for him, Roode versus Masters. I guess ECW's got Roode versus Benjamin, Carlito, Homicide, Low Key. So there's some guys there. So either way, he kind of would benefit no matter where you put him. He'd do well on either brand. Have Joe vs Hogan? Nah. Roode as a backup main event guy to replace IBD. Yeah. ECW need Roode. Put him on Raw. Roode could help Rollins. I don't think Roode and Rollins would be associated. The glorious face of ECW. Heyman as his manager. That's interesting. What is Heyman? Heyman's a heel, isn't he? Yeah, Heyman's a heel. So you guys think Roode for ECW? ECW Raw, put it in the chat. Let me know. It's a tough one. I think he could do fine either way. And let's not forget, we do have a draft after WrestleMania. So if he goes to ECW, you could always change it over to Raw afterwards if you wanted to. Yeah, as Levesque said, ECW at first to gain pop, then move him away after the draft. So I think that's probably the best idea. And that way ECW doesn't miss out. They get a TNA guy as well. And yeah, I mean, Raw got the Machine Guns, so they've already gotten 2 big acquisitions who haven't really done much. They've just debuted, so they've already got 2 big names to come through. Smackdown missed out on all of that. But they've now got Sting and Joe, some big names. And ECW missed out again, so they've got Roode now. So it's okay. That's so fine. That's fine. So. Alright, ECW it is. Anything else to kind of check out? I don't really think so. I think, let's have a look. We got Joe. 14 more days, so 2 more weeks until they come in. So a week after our next pay-per-view, most likely we'll be able to use. So the first Raw of November, I think, maybe. So we've got No Mercy, and then we're going to start building to Survivor Series. We've got to figure out what's the plan for Survivor Series. Are we going to do a brand versus brand match? We did do bragging rights earlier on in the year, but I think a 5-on-5 is always great. 5 of Raw's best, 5 of SmackDown's best. Unfortunately, we can't do 5v5v5. It just doesn't. You just can't do it. Maybe a battle royal, 15-man battle royal, something with 5 from ECW, 5 from Raw, 5 from SmackDown. You could do that with some of the lower end guys. Maybe, I don't know. Have Sting debut at the Royal Rumble. Well, Sting will either debut at Survivor Series. What my first initial idea was, if Undertaker is a part of Team SmackDown, then Sting could interfere and cost The Undertaker the match and begin that rivalry. Let's do Raw. 3v3v3. Yeah, we can do that. I like 5v5v5, but I guess you can't do that, so I can't like it. Let's get over it. Oh yeah, we have Melissa as well, so she's got the call up. Natalia liked the rib. Tyson Kidd. So there's a few people like the rib. Didn't really change anything though. Our backstage rating is slowly improving. It's like 60% on SmackDown, so it's getting there. It's not as disastrous as it once was. Still not good, obviously, but it's getting there. Battle Royal, the winning brand gets actually picked next draft. Too far away to do that. You'd forget that even happened, you know. Battle Royal where the winning brand gets the number 30 spot at the Royal Rumble. That's a bit closer. Has odd restrictive matches. Well, you think about it. Could you really do a 5v5v5 in real life? I mean, you could, but the ring would be pretty damn cluttered, wouldn't it? Alright, so Raw. We need to do one more thing with this Fatal 4-Way. Last week we did a contract signing, didn't we? The week before we had... Was that Batista? No, the week before we missed out. The one before that we had Batista later on out. So... what can we do this week? We had Batista Cena. We could do Punk versus Jericho or Punk versus Cena or something like that. Call up Reigns to team with Straight Society. Not yet. Still don't know why you can't do an 8-man ladder match. Me neither. I think that should change. For some reason, he hasn't updated that. The guy who makes the game. Trying to think of what I can do. I've done my contract signing. I always do at least one contract signing. I mean, you could just do a brawl, you know. Punk vs. Cena, then Batista destroys them. Storyline that ends with a War Games match. True. Yeah. Punk and Batista vs. Cena and Y2J. Cena and... So I'm just going to have the 4 guys involved in this match come out, argue, and hype up their main event for tonight and No Mercy. I'm not going to label it much. I'm just going to let your imagination figure it out because I got no ideas. I don't know what I can fill in time for this week. Let's give Victoria a match. Let's give her one against... Let's give her a tag match. Victoria and Gal Kim. Hey, we've got some bits coming in from Wayne Cest, I think that's what it is. I hope I got that remotely correct. Thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate it. Gal Kim Victoria versus the Divas of Doom. Natty and Beth. I actually forgot we had Victoria because we have to use her as an upper mid-carder because when I signed her friggin' contract to get TNA away from her, I had to list her as an upper mid-carder to keep her happy. So I keep forgetting we have her. So I'm going to have Victoria get the victory and help Gal out and give her the victory just to make Gal look a little bit more credible. But definitely I think we probably should get Victoria in the title hunt. I think that would be a good match. Seth Rollins and cut a promo. Gallows. Rollins has beaten Raven. He's beaten Joey Mercury. The last guy he needs to beat is Luke Gallows. Masterlock challenge. Okay, so... Well, since Jerry Lawler is feuding with Chris Masters, let's have a legend take it. So who would you like to see take the Masterlock challenge? Someone like an old school... a legend of some sorts, because Jerry Lawler wouldn't necessarily care if a young guy took it. He more would care if like a legend that he likes is taking the Masterlock challenge, and then Chris Masters perhaps doesn't release the hold even though he's won. Then Jerry Lawler comes in to try and save him and help him out. So let's see. Let's freestyle. Let's see who we got. Chris Masters, Jerry Lawler. Okay. We had Eugene, really? The full stand of the roster. Who have we got? A broadcast colleague could also work. Just trying to see who we can use. You could go Bret Hart, but that's a pretty big name to put in the Master Lock on just a random Raw. You could utilize that later. Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer's not. Nah. What about? Have we already done Todd Grisham? Jim Ross would work, but yeah, okay, we'll go Jim Ross, and we'll have Josh Matthews and Todd Grisham, like whatever, just to pretend they're calling the action. Chris Masters. All right, so Master Lock challenge interrupted after Masters refuses to release hold. King interferes, saves JR. So, Master Lock challenge. Masters obviously makes JR pass out after he. You could say that like Stephanie forced Chris Masters, forced JR to do it. So that's kind of like one way you could say that happened. But basically, you could say Master Lock challenge. JR's taken it. He's going to tap out. He's passed out. He's done. Chris Masters refused to release the hold. The King comes in for the save, helps him out, and Chris Masters runs away with Jerry Lawler helping out JR. So that kind of continues to hype that up. They're not going to do the match at No Mercy between those two yet. Maybe we'll do that at Survivor Series, since we're going to have more of our superstars in one actual match. You know, for example, if we had a 5-on-5, we'd have 10 guys in one match. So there'd be more room to have a singles match on that card. Plus, it's a bigger show. But if we keep building towards this, it'll be better as well. So JR is getting beaten up a bit. Jerry Lawler for the save. I guess we'd also need to make sure that we don't put JR on commentary the rest of the night, if we want to be super realistic about it. Let's do another one. So let's give Sheamus a match. Let's give him a victory over Luke Gallows. Over Dolph Ziggler. We haven't used Dolph Ziggler much. Someone's been begging me to turn Dolph Ziggler babyface and utilize him. It's not a bad idea, but I think we could still utilize him if he's a heel. Sheamus versus Vladimir. I want Sheamus to get a credible victory to make it look like he's ready to challenge The Miz for the belt. Oh, that's right. We were going to do Ziggler and Swagger versus the Hart Dynasty. I think we're going to cut that feud. We haven't even started it. Swagger's leaving, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Have Raven cut a promo on Seth on behalf of the Straight Edge. Oh, yeah. We have to take him off commentary. JR. Todd, cheers for the reminder. So Todd Grisham gets the call up. Here we go. Let's see how Todd goes. Another singles match. Let's give Del Rio a matchup, and he can take on what have you missed so far? Nothing. We've just started. We've got any local talent that's any good? Couple. Dick Dimblersmore, yeah. Geez, Ricky Young's actually got some popularity, huh? Okay, so let's give him a one night only deal. And we'll have Del Rio beat him. Del Rio can dominate and win. And then we'll do our main event, odd pairing main event. So Batista, CM Punk versus John Cena, Chris Jericho. I wonder how these guys will fare. And I'll give Cena the win. Could beat Batista again. Oh, got another couple minutes to spare. So Punk can technically lose without getting pinned, and Cena and Jericho can stand tall and maybe set up, or look good at least, before the pay-per-view. I might just stick the Master Lock Challenge before the main event as well, just to separate 2 matches in a row. I don't like doing 2 matches in a row. Have I decided who's going to win the Rumble yet? Tossing up between Brock Lesnar, maybe Samoa Joe. Yeah, probably the 2 candidates right now. Brock Lesnar's probably the favorite to win at the moment. Should we hope Booker T retires soon? No, he's still okay. I mean, I'll have him retire when he's ready. If I can still utilize him in the ring, I'm going to, because I need him. If we lose Booker T, we have no babyface upper mid cutters. None. I mean, Seth Rollins, but he's not quite there yet. Give Ziggler an opportunity to title, maybe drive to SmackDown. Ziggler's just been a little unlucky. That's all. He's been unlucky because he's had no opponents to face. The only opponents he's got are too far down the card. When we get an upper mid card, he can have a really good feud with Seth Rollins, for example. Then that'll be a bit more exciting for Dolph. Take JR off. Yeah, fuck. Sorry. This is why I waited. Appreciate that. Well, actually, if I have that too far there, then it won't make sense that JR's off commentary for the rest of the night. So I'll just take it back to where it was. This one, JR is not on. Alright, so we should be good to go. Hunter rated for the opener. Gal Kim, Victoria versus Divas of Doom, 69. Victoria, 60. It's pretty good. Gal Kim, 51. We'll try to get Gal Kim up there. 68 for Beth. 66 for Natalya. Happy with that. 75 for the Master Lock Challenge segment. So very good. I'm happy with that. Deserve better announcing? Well, only Todd Grisham was on there. Oh, I think Josh Matthews too, right? Seth Rollins, 81 for his promo. Okay. Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler have great chemistry. Okay. That's a potential feud right there. Sheamus 88, Dolph 81. 81 match. So that's a good matchup. Good performance from both guys. Okay. Raven 75. So that's why we got Raven. He cut some good promos. Del Rio, Ricky Young 53. Del Rio 61. Ricky Young 46. Very good. Main event 85. Batista and CM Punk versus John Cena and Chris Jericho. 85 rated. Punk 96. Batista 79. Jericho 90. Cena 89. Batista was struggling to keep up with everybody else. Match deserved better announcing, so Todd Grisham just ain't good enough. 85 overall. Lesnar win the Royal Rumble. Samoa Joe can beat The Miz. You mean Cody Rhodes? Samoa Joe's on SmackDown. Do something with Shelley and Sabin. Once No Mercy's over, we're going to put them in the a title hunt, or a feud at least, with someone. Mark Rotunda, Road Agent. Might as well give him another 6 months. That reminds me. Nick Jackson. No. That reminds me. I offered Lita a contract. I know that 3 people don't like her, but I offered her a contract because if we got Trish, we may as well get Lita. I looked at Lita's stats, and she's actually performing pretty well. So because I offered her a contract, TNA is like, oh, you want leader? Well, now we want leader. So we want leader all of a sudden, and they offered her a contract. 4-year deal, 23K. They're fighting. They're fighting us for leader. So she's 35, so that's why I didn't really want to go more than... I actually offered her a 6-month deal, but TNA stuck their grubby hands all over it, so we have to give her a longer deal. So I'll give her 4 years. One of the two offers she'll consider. Do we really push hard for leader? Do we really try our best to get her? Or we just say, this is what we're going to give you. It is what it is. How much more money can we give her? That's it. 210. Can you see my product? It's just like the default WWE product, but I guess I'll show you. They're going to replace Samoa Joe and Sting. Yeah, well, if TNA, they're throwing the money at her. 88 sex appeal, 80 star quality, so she's got that. Good charisma, decent mic skills. In-ring stats are still okay. I could see her performing 65, 70. 71 popularity go with it as well. She's averaging 68, so she's working independence. She's averaging 68, and all of her matches have been against Candice Michelle or Candice LeRae. So she's doing pretty good. Who do you think is going to win between Nakamura and AJ at Mania? I think Nakamura will win that one, man. Thanks for the bits. You should reduce AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy's contract. Maybe. Not yet. We've just got Joe, Sting, and Ruben. Let's not be greedy. I don't want TNA to die. I like competition. So I'll give her that deal, you know. If she signs, she signs. Tanaka's staying, so we give him a new deal, another year deal. So also TNA are trying to take Homicide away from me, but my deal for Homicide seems to be too strong. Even though TNA are offering him more money and a better deal, actually, he'd rather stay here in the WWE. And why wouldn't he? He's getting... Let's look at his progress. He started at 46 pop. He's now 64. I don't know how he's done it. He's just growing in popularity without me even really doing anything with him. It's crazy, but he's on fire. He is absolutely on fire. We need to give him a feud, actually. I'm going to give Kevin Nash a 6-month deal. Basically, I'm going to give him a deal where he could be in the Royal Rumble and maybe have a couple of matches if we want him to as well. So, lock him in so he's going to have that Legends appearance. Kind of like a Legends deal, essentially. If we want to use him, we can. He's now actually left TNA, so he's officially unemployed. Percy Watson, his contract's up. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll cut Percy Watson. But then I looked at this. Look at his progression. Look at his brawling, for example. 31 to 58. He is really improving. He has doubled his stats. So you got to reward a guy like that who's put in the work. He is getting a lot better, so I'm going to keep him and give him another new deal. And yeah, that's it. Oh, Tajiri as well. Morrison needs to cash in. Like I said, Morrison will probably cash in a Survivor Series. He doesn't need to cash in on a random pay-per-view. He needs to cash in on an important one because Morrison winning is a big deal. Could you get AJ before HBK retires? I would love to. Morrison and Orton could be a Mania match. Yeah, definitely. Homicide feud with Rude. Yeah, that could work. Try and get a relationship with TNA where you can use their guys and vice versa. I'm at war with TNA. I am fighting TNA. Like, TNA, they started a war. They stole multiple number of my guys early on. Now we're at war. We're not going to pair up and, you know, hug each other and give each other talent trades. Hell no. We are at war. We are ready to take TNA down. They wanted to fight dirty. I'll fight dirtier. So, look at number 500 in the power rankings, make him star. I'm curious now. Who's number 500? Can we even see 500? Oh, there's not even 500 in because there wasn't enough people. What about 2008? Did they do 500? Yeah, okay. 2008 was Jason Gorey. Yeah. He's actually not the worst, to be fair. Candice LeRae, she was nearly 500. Alright, let's do EC-Dub. They stole Regal Abyss, Matt Sydal, yeah. They already had him, but we wanted him. Like, we wanted to take him. They kept him. He was the perfect guy. And let's not forget, they got Lashley, they got Jeff Hardy from me. They had Kennedy, but we edited Kennedy a little bit to get him. Alright, so that actually worked out well. What have you missed? We've booked one show. Alright, so EC-Dub last week. That's right, we had Mark Henry's Rampage. So we might have Henry just continue that Rampage. So beat up Kingston. Actually, what we'll do, Paul Heyman, Mark Henry. I also put MVP out there as well. Just because MVP is like his sidekick type of deal. So what we're going to do, Heyman agrees to give Henry title match if he stops attacking the locker room. So if Mark Henry stops beating the crap out of everyone, he'll get a title shot. So basically Heyman's giving in. He said, no, you don't deserve it. Then Mark Henry kind of forced his hand, and he's got almost no choice but to give him one now. Alright, let's do a tag match. Let's do the Dudleys, the tag champs. We lack a heel team because the Rottweilers I don't want really losing. World's Greatest Tag Team I don't really want losing. World's Strongest Tag Team we don't really want losing. So we need another heel team, don't we? Just a team here on ECW that we don't mind losing. We don't really have that. We kind of fired too many people. Okay, we might have to just shift gears then. Let's give Homicide a match. Let's give him a title defense. Homicide, I can't believe how good Homicide's going. It's actually really crazy. I'm not even really pushing him that hard. He's just is on fire. Homicide. Let's give... I don't think Justin Gabriel will do very well in this match. No, 39. Tajiri would do well. Yeah, I'll do Homicide Tajiri for the title. Give Homicide another defense. Maybe he might improve Tajiri as well. Give him a good match. Let R-Truth win the feud with Kennedy. Well, we're trying to push Kennedy for the title, so that would not be a good idea, would it? I'll tell you what, I'll give him a promo. Homicide vs Tanaka. I think Tanaka's heel, isn't he? So that's why we didn't do that. Let's do a singles match. Let's give Low-Key a match. He hasn't done too much lately. Give him a match against Sabu. Low-Key can win. What else have we got? So let's just do a confrontation between Colognes and Dudleys. So a face-to-face confrontation before the title defense. Both teams kind of, you know, talking some trash, whatever. You know how it is. Put Rosa Mendez out there too. She's a part of the group. So maybe that will help out a little bit. R-Truth confused with Homicide next. Let's have a look at Truth. He's got not the best hardcore ability, but yeah, he could definitely feud with Homicide. That would actually be a good feud, to be honest. So we might do that. Shelton and RVD. We'll give RVD a match against Charlie House. I'm sure we've already done this match. Have we? Yeah, we did it a while back, actually. We'll do it again. Shelton can win. Do something with Brino. Okay, let's do Daniel Bryan and Rhino. Team chemistry segment. I don't know. Those two are backstage or like training together, learning more about each other, trying to like grow as a team. Like you can see it a bit like Team Hell No in a way, where they're trying to mesh as a team. They're really opposite, but you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they're backstage and they're trying to build some team chemistry. That type of angle. Hype video for the deletion match. What are we going to stream a deletion match? What was that what we're going to call it? I don't know. MVP. And then we'll do a main event. One last main event. Broken mat. Broken mat. Mr. Kennedy. That's the problem. We haven't got many people to. Shelton. We haven't even done this match yet. Wow. Okay. All right. Screw it. Matt versus Shelton. Actually, I'll give Shelton the victory. Thanks to because it's more likely that MVP would distract rather than the other way around. So distraction. Should I even bother putting Van Dam on commentary? Will he shit the bed? No, he might be okay. Alright, so let's cut some time. Alright. Rhino sounds like it could be a hilarious tag team. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Rhino could be transcend the tag division. I think Brino will hold the belts at some point. I wanted Brino to be tag team champions, but I gave the Dudleys the titles because I figured it'd be cool to see an old school team like the Dudleys hold the titles for the first time in its reincarnation. Once we do a few pay-per-views, a few title defenses, we'll move those titles along to another team. Maybe Brino, they're probably the best team right now. Stop pushing RVD. RVD is going to lose to Shelton Benjamin at the pay-per-view, so we're not really pushing him. He's in the title picture because, not in the title picture, he's getting TV time because he's RV freaking D. We're already halfway through a feud with all these issues happening. He's basically losing. He's putting over guys. Plus he's got 73 pop. He's one of the most popular guys on the roster. So you don't just take a guy who's got the most popularity, one of the most popularity on the roster, and job him out like that. You at least give him some TV time and, you know, feature him a bit. I might have just changed that to Kofi so that involves that feud. Give Richards a win on the pre-show. Okay. CJ Parker. Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan's not a bad heel, actually. Is Richards heel? I think he is. Oh, we make this a brawl match. It might actually not be terrible. RVD always sounds high. Yeah, There's always an issue. And push Broken Matt Hardy. Dude, Broken Matt Hardy has 78 pop. When he came to ECW, he had 71. He is probably going to beat MVP, maybe, in the deletion match. He's getting pushed, dude. Come on. He's in the main event right now. Against Shelton. Pre-show 53, Richard 60, Jordan 32. 86 for the opener. Homicide Tajiri 67, Homicide 73. Damn, Homicide's good. Real good. Makes it his 9th title defense. Truth 78 promo, very good. Low Key and Sabu 70. Low Key 69, so Low Key doing well. 73 for the Angle with the Dudleys and the Colognes. Some people struggle. Primo struggled a lot. Primo sucks. So what do you expect? Van Dam and Charlie Haas. Pretty good. Van Dam 75. Wow. It's probably his best performance I've seen him do. Charlie Haas 60. Van Dam was not awful. Brino 69. Pretty good. 80 for the deletion promo. 80 for Benjamin and Hardy. 76 for Hardy. 77 for Benjamin. 81 overall. It's a nice little way to close it out. Nice little way. Get Eddie Edwards. Alright, I'll show you what happened to Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards suffered a stroke, apparently, and he'll be back in 8 months. So, we are not quite getting Eddie Edwards. That's why we don't have him. And he also just signed a written deal with All Japan as well. That's another reason why we don't have him. He literally just signed the deal and suffered a stroke. So, it was a bad flight. I don't know. So, Vance Archer has now officially left us. So, yeah, what a loss. I know, right? I know. Big, big loss. But we officially have let him go. I hate the Smiling Henry picture. All the other ones are kind of crappy that I've got. So, that's why I've got that. A lot of people don't know what a push is. I don't even think I know what it is. Yeah, it was... Johnny, a lot of people don't get it. I think people think if they're not getting a title, they're not getting pushed. If you get TV time, you're getting pushed. Or if you're... Like... Getting pushed, you know, you're winning more matches than you're losing, essentially. That's the simple equation. And look, for RVD... He just had a 75 rated match. So when he's not high, he's doing pretty good. You got someone who's got that popularity, who's got the ability that not many people on the roster on ECW have. You got to kind of utilize him. Yes, he's got drug issues, but who doesn't? Who doesn't have issues? So you've just got to go with it. And open to a mid-card, that's a push. Well, yeah, Matt Hardy went from being 71 to 78. I think he's getting pushed. I think we are trying our best to get his popularity up. Yes, he lost to Shelton by distraction, but it didn't even affect him, so whatever, you know. If you do it right, people can lose and it doesn't affect them. Richards up to 55. Not sure where he started. I think... What did he start at? Started at 55. Okay. Homicide's on fire. Like, let's have a look at him. Like, we need to, after this pay-per-view, let's give Homicide a legitimate feud for this title. Maybe R-Truth, as you guys have been saying. We've gotten Truth back into the 70s, thank God. Because let's not forget, Truth at one point was 75. 76, actually. 77. And we ruined him. We put him back down to 68. So now we're slowly recovering him. I apologize, Truth, but we did ruin you. He's a bit old, actually. 38. Let's advance a day. If you're getting pushed, you're getting TV time and some wins. That's right. Everybody gets TV time. Some get more than others. That's who wins more often than not is the more important thing. So Tajiri staying, 6-month deal. Percy Watson will stay for 6 months. Rhodes vs. Joe vs. Ray Mania. Not a bad match. People assume losing a single match means you're getting buried. Yeah, far out. Push R-Truth. We're trying, but the problem is Truth's taking on Mr. Kennedy. And I'm more favourable about Mr. Kennedy right now. Truth could beat Homicide for the belt. That's when it'll get interesting. If we do that feud, Homicide's doing really well, doing better than Truth. Do you go with Homicide or do you go with Truth? That'd be interesting to me. Layla's contract's expiring. We want to keep Layla. I've always liked Layla. We haven't done much with her, so I'm going to try and hang on to her. I think TNA might give her a deal, so let's try and lock her up for a bit longer. Park. What's he doing? He's 41 pop. He's doing pretty well actually. He's started at 20. He's now up to 41 without us even touching him, so that's handy. So I might let him keep going. Who knows how far he could get. Contract. Homicide staying. Thank goodness. Kevin Nash. Big Sexy. He's coming here. So he's got to be heel, right? He's a much better heel. We could have him feud with a babyface and have Kevin Nash put him over. So I'll set him as occasional wrestler. Chris Hero wants a pay rise. Alright, we'll give you one. You've done pretty well. What's the worst thing to ever happen to one of your TW saves? Oh. I have never had anything crazy like someone just randomly falls over and dies, for example. I have never had that. I can't really recall. Like, one of my saves, Scott Hall died. I think that was like in 2003 or something he died. That was a bit odd. It was kind of sad, actually. There's been a few deaths that have been like really odd. But I haven't had like, you know, some saves you can get a plane crash, for example, and like 20 people die. I haven't had anything silly like that happen. But, yeah. So luckily I haven't had anything bad. Apparently Booker T's the best color commentator in wrestling. He's got 90 color. Maybe that guy was right. Maybe we should transition him into color. It's pretty good. Sign a random jobber and make him impersonate someone from TNA, just like Gilbert. But then you're giving TNA the time of day, and that's what we don't want to do. Move Kings of Wrestling to ECW. We literally have no tag teams on SmackDown. You want to take away another team? They would probably suit ECW, yes, but don't mind me, I'm just moving my music away. SmackDown, let's do it. What's the backstage rating here? 73! Holy crap, we're nearly back. We're nearly back to a decent spot. Hell yeah. Kurt Hawkins. Up to 74, yay! What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Vince Russo died in your 2001 save. You could not be more lucky. Wow, well done. One of the first things I do when I play an old school WWE save is fire Vince Russo. Like in my 96 save, I think one of the first things I did was get rid of him. Trade the Colognes for Kings of Wrestling. That could work. That's not a bad idea. Because the Colognes are kind of about used up. They kind of faced everyone. If they lose to the Dudleys as well. Alright, one more angle. So, one more show, one more big angle for Big Show and Orton. We've done the two combination of tag teams. What more can we do? We could do a 6-man tag and have Drew and Ted be involved as well, and that can get us through another week if we wanted. What do you think of Jim Cornette? I'm a big fan of Jim Cornette. I think he's great. So we might have Shane book a 6-man tag between Randy, Cody, Ted, the Big Show, John Morrison, Drew McIntyre. So Shane can book that. And I'll cheat and just have the main people get popularity. Be the focus of the segment. Big match show to win the world title, are we right? Ooh. Okay, I'll put a question to you, Jay Cooper. Would you rather have Big Match Show as the champion or John Morrison as champion? Jaggy just got Twitch to watch you and sub. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Welcome. If you guys haven't already, make sure you do hit that follow button as well. If you haven't already, if you obviously want to as well, you can hit the subscribe button. And every subscription helps me a hell of a lot. Helps the Twitch grow and helps me keep the streams going for you. And we're gonna and you also do unlock emotes. We're very close to getting Twitch partnership. We just need to keep the, these types of streams to really help me. You guys have really turned out great today. So the more viewers we get, the closer we are getting to getting Twitch partnership. We get Twitch partnership, we'll be able to unlock more emotes for you guys. So that's very exciting. And because we've already got a few subscribers already, we've unlocked, I think, maybe 3 emotes or 4 emotes when we do get partnerships. So that's going to be pretty cool. So big thank you to all my subscribers. And big thank you to everyone who's watching the stream today because your viewership really helps. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's get Rey Mysterio a match. He hasn't done a lot lately. Let's give him a match up. I might test him out against Cassius Ohno. See how Ohno shapes up. What's Ohno at? 50 pop. Okay. He's got a good brawl. Huh. Very good, isn't he? Let's give him a long match against Rey. We'll see how this goes. Let's give Edge, Christian a promo against Triple H and Shawn. And we'll give Edge and Christian a match. We might go all out this week, huh? Edge and Christian a tag match. And we might have Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins take the match. And afterwards, brawl erupts between... So DX are out again. And they're not finished with Edge and Christian. Actually... So DX, they're here again. They're here to fight. They're sick of all the smack talk that Edge and Christian are doing. They come out to fight, but Edge and Christian escape through the crowd. They get away. They survive. So we tease it, and we save it for the pay-per-view. After the show, can you look at the shows that I missed real quick? Here. ECW 81, Raw 85, Smackdown 93. Boom. Isn't Ono a lower mid-carder? He might be, yeah. Lift him to a mid-carder, huh? Let's do that. Triple H vs. Shawn at Mania. That's probably the match we're going to do. Will Mysterio ever win the world title? I think he will. Remember, it's early days. We've got Morrison will probably have it next. Morrison will lose it to a heel. Who that will be, I don't know. Randy again? Actually, that's a really good question. Who's going to beat him for it? I don't know. You could have Randy win it back, and then you could do Randy versus Lesnar at Mania if you wanted. Edge and Christian will probably still be tag team champions, so that kind of rules them out. So there's really no one else. Interesting. Thanks, Don. I appreciate you liking my videos. I hope you enjoy the stream. Sean Turner, Triple H is a change. I probably will. Yeah, let's do something. Yeah, we'll do something different. Let's keep moving along. So let's do our women's matchup. So I'm just gonna have face to face. Let's do a face to face with our women. Trish, Katie Lee, and have some of our women. I don't think we have enough women to do this segment. We'll see. We might. Maurice. I'll have like the whole women's division out here for this. One more woman. We've got Vicky if we need her. Oh, we could do Becky Lynch. We'll do Molly. We'll make it 10 minutes. Morrison versus Lesnar. That's a big step up for Morrison. I don't know. Is Morrison worthy? Is he good enough to hold the belt and defend it at WrestleMania? That's a big call. I mean, he is doing really well. I mean, we could show him some faith and reward him if he does well. Give Kane a match. He's been a little bit quiet. Kane versus Chavo. Kane can win. And we'll do the 6-man tag. We might have to cut some minutes of that Kane match, but if we have to, we have to. Drew, John Morrison, and The Big Show versus Randy, Cody, Ted. I'll have Legacy win. Drew can take the pin. The established unit should always beat a random put together team, in my opinion. You think Morrison can hold his own? Yeah, true. Morrison cash in at Mania. I think Morrison will cash in before that. Give the guy some faith. Okay. You're building Edge and Christian like Kevin Owens and Zayn now. I'm building Edge and Christian like Edge and Christian, not Kevin Owens and Zayn. Samoa Joe's not available, Chris. I can't use Joe. He's not available for 2 more weeks, man. Shane, 89. For his announcement of the match for later on. That's pretty good for Shane. Ray and Ono, 74. Ray, 95. Ono, 63. Pretty good from Ono, considering his popularity. 13 above his popularity. That's pretty good. Ray, 95 was great. Edge and Christian, 86. Their match was 82 against Hawkins and Ryder, so that's a good match. Hawkins, 64. Ryder, 75. Zack Ryder does pretty well in the tag division with Kurt Hawkins. They both have great chemistry, so very good. 100 rater for the segment to follow, where Edge and Christian get chased out of the building by DX. I tell you what, I think Edge and Christian versus DX could be another 100 rated match. I really do. Here's a good segment. 94 for the women's segment between Trish and Katie Lee. That's good. I'm happy about that. That's cool. Kane and Chavo, just a bit of a throwaway match. 72. Kane and Chavo don't have chemistry. Okay, so we will never do that match again. Main event, Drew Morrison Big Show versus Legacy, 91. Cody Rhodes is getting stale. Okay, remind me to change Cody Rhodes. Big Show, 88. Morrison, 92. Drew Mack, 71. Ted, 76. Cody, 84. Randy, 100. That's 3 weeks in a row we've had 3 really good Smackdown main events. Awesome. Ono for ECW. We need him on SmackDown. Push the broski. I actually have been pushing Zach a little bit. He got a victory against Vance Archer. He's up to nearly 60 popularity now, to be honest. Let's have a look at him. 59, so I'm hoping I can get him to 60. What's Hawkins at? Kurt Hawkins? 53. So we can get them both to 60, that'd be handy. Bret Hart's contract's ending. I'm going to give Bret an extension. We kind of can use Bret as a manager. Kurt Hawkins is pretty good in the ring. You should push him. Okay. Cody Rhodes, his opinion. Randy Orton. Kurt Hawkins doesn't connect with the fans. He has little upside. Well, two very, very different opinions right there. Call up Tonko for Edge and Christian for Bodyguard. That's a good idea. Yeah, I don't mind that. That would work, huh? Problem is, Tonko isn't improving any more than what he is now. So, what do you think? Have Tonko come in and attack DX for the save? That's an interesting idea. What's Mark Henry's problem? Toxic backstage. Well, let's give him a raise, otherwise he'll be shithouse in his match at the pay-per-view. Change McIntyre to Galloway. This is WWE. Come on. Oh yeah, I need to tweak Cody. Cheers for that. Phenomenal Raven, thank you for the reminder. So we can still tweak it one more time. Lesnar has competed and won his MMA fight. No popularity change. Lita has signed a written deal with TNA. So, is it a blessing in disguise because she slept with Hardy, Edge, Punk, they all don't like her? Is it a blessing in disguise that she's going to TNA? It very well may be. It very well may be. So, okay. We lost her. If she's anything like she is in our TNA save, she's horrible there. But I think she's a lot better in this one, to be honest with you. Some mods rate people differently. So Lita's going to TNA. So TNA get another. They replace Sting, Joe, and Rue with Lita. That's actually not a bad replacement, to be fair. 71 pop. It's not bad. Kofi wants a $12,000 pay rise. Well, Kofi, you can have it. You've done well. Are we done after No Mercy? We've got another hour to stream, so. Since Rhodes has the IC title, you should change the design to the white title. True. Not a bad idea. You don't need a leader. AJ Lee will be good when you bring her up. It's just good to have someone who has that base popularity, because then you can have her lose, put over your next women coming through. You know, it's handy to have, but we'll have to work with it. Have I done No Mercy? No, we are about to do it. As you can see on your screen, No Mercy is tonight. Sean, fix him up. Why don't I do exclusive pay-per-views for brands? I've done some. I've done Bad Blood was exclusive for Raw, I think. Elimination Chamber was exclusive for someone for SmackDown. And we've done an ECW pay-per-view. So every now and then we'll fill in a pay-per-view as an exclusive. Any title changes happening? Well, okay. The question is, do we have Katie Lee drop the title to Trish on this show? Do we have The Miz drop the title to Sheamus? Cody, he won't drop the title to Morrison. Beth won't drop the title. Punk won't drop it. Edge and Christian, you could have them drop it and lose and win it back again to make a third match, but I'd rather not do that. And Randy won't drop it either against Big Show. Kofi won't drop it. The Dudleys, I don't even think they'll make the card. If they do, they won't drop it. Miz should lose. Did I like AJ Lee in real life? Yeah, I did. She was good. Take Brock off UFC so you won't take another fight. No, I'm happy with Brock. At this time period was fighting in UFC, so let's keep it realistic. It's one of the detractors about getting Brock Lesnar on your roster is the potential for him to go and take a fight. Yes, Trish, no Miz. Miz is too far ahead of the other mid card. True. Give Sheamus the belt. Keep on Katie Lee. Well, Katie Lee's going to lose it to Trish. It's whether she loses it at No Mercy or you wait until Survivor Series. It's either going to happen now or next pay-per-view. She's going to lose it because I want to have Trish win it, hold it for a bit, and let Katie Lee chase it and try to get it back. And ultimately, Katie Lee might win it back, or Karma might get it from Trish. Because if you want for Karma to win, it'd be really cool to... For Karma to win, you want to have a babyface as champion. So Trish almost would be a transitional champion to give it to Karma, because Karma's on fire right now. Are you saving the cash in for the Big Four show? Yes. Randy will most likely lose the belt at Survivor Series. Keep Miz, wait till Survivor Series for Trish. Alright, so we'll have Sheamus win the belt. Anything else we should check? Rollins going to use title shot later. Rollins very close to being in the US title mix, yes. I think Sheamus will have a feud with Dolph Ziggler when he wins the belt. We'll do Sheamus versus Ziggler. Maybe give the belt to Ziggler. And then do Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler and give the belt to Seth Rollins. Because Sheamus is a face, so is Rollins. And that'll give us another few months to build Rollins up to maybe 70 plus. And he'll be a legitimate contender for the belt. He can hold it for a while and maybe get to 80 pop and drop it. Gonna do something with Gabriel. Gabriel's just too low popularity, man. Like, we're slowly building him up. He's gone from 40 to 44, 45. He's a slow build. Fortunately, we just can't do crazy with him. We're just a slow build. Survivor Series have Rollins versus Sheamus versus Ziggler. I think Miz will get a rematch. Survivor Series. Joe for IC. Joe is not in the company yet. Who will Rollins feud with? He's in a feud right now with Straight Edge Society. Rollins versus Luke Gallows. When will you split the Undisputed Tag Titles? When I actually have a decent tag team division on both brands. Right now, I don't quite have it. I'm getting closer, but not quite. Ideally, we need like the Usos to be called up, and maybe another tag team, like a couple of tag teams from developmental to get called up. But even then, they'd be still really shit, to be honest. We need good tag teams, we just don't have it. Alright, let's advance. Bring up someone from developmental to tag with Gabriel. That could be a good idea, yes. That might be Gabriel's best chance. Because there is an open spot on ECW in the tag division. But as a heel team, not so much babyface, but Gabriel's a babyface, so maybe not. So here we go. Everyone's loving each other. All of a sudden, 100 backstage when everybody's together. We all love each other when we're all together. Which is good. Might go Randy and Kofi Metal. Metal backfire. They now hate each other. Oh, that's just freaking great, isn't it? God. Shouldn't have touched it. Oh well. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so what should we open the card with? Open up with the IC title. Cody Rhodes can win by like cheating or whatever, using the ropes to cheat or pulling the tights or some bullshit. Did I split the click? A little bit, not 100%. So Cody can hang on the belt. I'll give Cena a promo. Let's do Beth vs. Gal Kim. Quick match, nothing special, just a quick win for Beth. Reason why I'm putting that on the main show, well, probably won't make it, but the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm hoping that bit of exposure will help help Gal Kim out a little bit. Possibly give us some popularity. Alright, I'm going to do the deletion match. So, it's basically a video, so as you would see. So, 10-minute, we play the match on screen. And we'll have broken mat. And we'll have Matt Hardy win. So the Hardy compound. Put Cole Bennett on Straight Society because he was tag partner with Punk. Punk's not really doing a lot with the Straight Society right now. It's more Raven taking over as the leader. Alright, let's do the Miz and Sheamus. This could be a brawl match, to be honest. So let's do a brawl. Sheamus to win the US title. So Miz has actually been champion for 1 entire year. So Sheamus, I would have liked to have built it up a little bit better, to be fair. But I think it's time for him to drop the belt. Spice it up. Do I play EWR? If you have TEW, you'll never play EWR again. Let's just say that. I used to play EWR, then I bought TEW. I might save Trish and Katie Lee for the next pay-per-view. We're running out of time. We're really strapped for time. So Kofi and Mark Henry. Hype it up. It'd be cool if we could do like a big ECW match at the pay-per-view. But we might do like a multi-man match of some sort, so maybe not. Let's do the match. Let's do the legitimate match now. Put the title on the line. This is it, the rematch. Kingston pulls out the unlikely victory. Wild Brawl, not car crash. You think so? Play the UFC version TW. Yeah, I've actually never played that, so that's something I wouldn't mind checking out. I just don't really want to pay the fee for it if I don't really think I'm gonna like it much. What can we? What's next? What's next? Just trying to think. Another ECW match? Maybe not. I might try and squeeze Rollins and Gallows on this card. If I could squeeze it, it might give Rollins a big popularity boost if he wins on pay-per-view. So if I get Rollins on there, squeeze him a victory out. Ooh, it's going to take a lot of time. I'm going to hype Samoa Joe on the card as well. No, not Sabu, Samoa Joe. Geez, I'm tempted to put the tag titles as the main event. I really am. You know, I think I will. It's a huge match. Batista. This should be a good match too, though. CM Punk, Chris Jericho. I might move this earlier on the card, to be fair. Because otherwise I'll have back-to-back big matches. ECW needs a brand-specific pay-per-views only, ECW. Yeah, we did one not long ago. So we might squeeze this there. I'll do a hype video hyping this match. Batista. Oh, Chris Jericho. So we hype that up. Oh, that's after Henry. Oh well. Back-to-back big matches, whatever. And then Randy the Big Show. I might make this a gimmick. I'll make this a steel cage. Because we've had Legacy interfere a lot. So no more interferences. There's no way for them to get in the cage. A fair match. Randy gets it done. And before Big Bad Show pulls at 100. Oh, don't say that. Come on. Don't do that to me, Big Match. If you want to get 100, sure, but I could see it happening. I could see it happening. Come on. We're struggling for time, aren't we? Oh, we might have to bump Gal Kim, Beth Phoenix again. I wanted her to get on the card there because it might help her pop. Because you can see she's up to 52 pop now, actually. Huh. She's still quite good. She's gone from 49 to 52 from this feud. That's pretty good. Gonna have to bump it, though. Gonna have to. Need time for this main event. Main event's more important. Because this could hit 100. Edge and Christian versus Shawn. It'd be almost cool if this was a street fight or something like that. Tag team. Can you do a tornado tag team? Texas Tornado. Brawl based. Do you think that's a good idea, or will that risk hurting the match? You think Tomko should interfere? Tomko interfering could be a cool bodyguard thing. And it's like, it's almost now or never for Tomko, nearly 34. I might do it. I'm going to bring him up. Tomko. I'm going to call him... I prefer Tyson Tomko. If he interferes, it'll make the match worse. Yeah, but then we can get a third match out of it. Because if he interferes... If he doesn't interfere, then Edge and Christian win clean. So it's like, okay, they win. It's done. If he interferes, then DX have a reason to want another match. Okay? So then we can squeeze another match out of it. Which is what we want to do. One last epic match. Ladder match, TLC match, something like that at Survivor Series. And maybe get another 100 out of it. Plus, he could be a nice bodyguard for Edge and Christian going forward, because then oh, he's only brought up for the day. That's alright. Because then he can take the heat off Edge and Christian, and he can get beat up, or he can defend them, and they can use different tactics to cheat to win. So I think it could work. And they can hide behind a big bad dude, so long term it's a good idea. So I'm going to do a Texas Tornado match, because then he can interfere without them getting disqualified. So what's their brawl? 76, 73, 79, 67. Everyone's really good but Christian. So Edge can win. Let Triple H take the pin. Outside interference finish. Tomko. Maybe I'll just make it Tomko since we have Tyson Kidd. Actually, it won't matter if he's on Smackdown. Tag title line. World Tag, where's that? He does not like the booking of the match. Oh, Triple H. Alright. Triple H. You don't have to take the pin. Shawn can take the pin. Ah! Gotta be difficult, Triple H, don't you? Alright. So Triple H doesn't have to take the pin then. Shawn Michaels can hit by Tyson Tomko. Now Shawn's unhappy, but flash pinfall. Alright. Um, 6 more minutes, so we could allocate some more time. Oh, excuse my cat. Ashton, don't you see that I'm trying to book a very important show? I'm trying to book No Mercy, and you're coming in here meowing. You're distracting me. Now get out. Stupid cats. Alright, should we do something after the match where, like, DX get their heat back, maybe? What type of cat do I have? I have no idea. I don't know any cat breeds, man. DX get revenge on Alright, so this is a way where we can keep the feud going. DX, they get screwed because Tomko interferes and screws them over. So after the match, they'll get their heat back, attack Edge and Christian, but Edge and Christian escape, whereas Tyson Tomko gets stuck in the ring, gets beat up, gets pedigree, gets super kicked, whatever. So Tomko does a big save, but doesn't really get put over huge, but it's a way we can do this and get their heat back, and also keep the feud going. Matches pre-show. We haven't even got to the pre-show yet. Nice return. Yeah, well, he gets his moment. He comes in, hits his finisher on Shawn Michaels, screws him over, then gets beat up afterwards. Alright, so what we might do is do another women's match. So let's do like Katie Lee, Angelina Love, Maurice. What's another heel we've got? Even Karma versus Trish, Mickey, Maria, Becky Lynch. Oh, we want Becky. Kelly? Yeah, Kelly's on that. So Kelly, and probably Maria. So like the women of SmackDown fight each other in a 6-man. Karma can win, pin Maria. So it keeps that feud going without us having to do a direct title match. Are DX breaking up soon? Well, with all these losses they're having, and now the fact they've lost the titles, losing to Edge and Christian over and over, you'll start planting the seeds for them to probably break up, and maybe Shawn Michaels will do the turn, and we'll do a WrestleMania match between the two. If Goldust can play good heel, have Hurricane cost him a big match, Goldust beats him up, starts beating team of Mike Knox. No, because Goldust and Hurricane are a good team. There's no point breaking up a good team that has barely even begun. We don't know if Goldust and Mike Knox will be even any good. Drew Mack and Ted in the pre-show, or just say that for SmackDown? Might do... Pre-show is kind of like basically useless. Like, you accomplish nothing with it, so there's no real point doing your big matches on it. You're better off just doing it on TV. But what you can do is you can try out a few matches, have a few guys that you probably wouldn't expect to have a few combination of matches, or get your big names on the card, like Rey Mysterio, for example. So Rey Mysterio can have a match. Let's see how he would go against Shelton Benjamin. So why not? You can always, it's basically a dark match, so you can have these matches take place. No one's going to see them except the crowd. Have a promo. Let's have a backstage brawl. Ted and Drew. There's a reason why they didn't have a match on the card. Those two find each other backstage, fight for a bit. They have bad chemistry. Who, Ted and Drew? Is that right? On SmackDown, you're going to set up Ray for Randy. Probably at the Royal Rumble time, we'll do that. Machine Guns versus Kings of Wrestling. I think we're out of time. We might do that next time. Triple H should turn over Michaels. Well, we've seen Triple H turn on Michaels in the past, so it'd be like the same deal. If we do Michaels, it'd be a little bit different. You could say Michaels is like jealous of Triple H's success. You know, this is all Michaels has left, whereas Triple H is kind of like running the company. Triple H has power, has control. Shawn Michaels, he needs the wins. His career is winding down, whereas Triple H has still got years ahead of him. Triple H failed him. Triple H let him down by losing the tag titles. And Shawn Michaels is desperate. There you go. There's a storyline for you. And yeah, heel Shawn Michaels could open up for some good matches as well. Michaels versus John Cena would be good. Alright, so there we go. There's No Mercy. So we have pretty much every bit booked up. So let's just have a quick look. So we've done the US title, done Rollins and Straight Edge Society, squeezed that one in. Women's matches on pre-show, sadly, but had to happen. ECW titles on the card, IC title, world titles are on, and tag title main event. Alright, I think we're good. Let's do it. Wait, I just want to check this. Triple H who's winning full-time wrestler. Triple H would beat Shawn. Beth versus Gal, 71. Beth, 75. Gal, 59. Gal, 59? Really? Wow. She's been about 50. Well done, Gal. That's good. I'm happy. Gal's stepping up. 80 for the 8 women tag. Really? Huh. Karma, 76. Maurice, 74. Angelina, 63. Wow. Katie Lee, 80. Maria sucked, 49. 60 for Kelly, 75 for Mickey, 80 for Trish, 80 overall. Huh. There you go. That's good. Wow, what a match. Ray and Shelton, 93. No! Ray! No! Oh, he tore his bicep. Are you kidding? No! How long is that going to be out for? Shit. I shouldn't have done the match. Ted and Drew, 82 for the brawl. Okay. Alright, we open the show up with Cody and John Morrison. Let's do some predictions. I always like doing this. Predictions. Cody versus John Morrison. What do you think it's going to be? I will predict 89. Man, Ray getting injured. I think Ray will be out for 3 months at least. Alright, so you guys think 93, 94, 92, 90, 81, 85. Okay, so low 90s, high 80s. Oh, we had Kennedy promo still. 93! Wow, okay. Damn. Big match John Morrison. Forget about Cena. Big match John Morrison. 93. God, okay. Damn. John Morrison's the man, isn't he? Huh. Cody, 83. John, 91. Cody, though, to be fair, was pretty good. Cody's really improving. 83 is solid. Next up, 87 for John Cena's promo. The deletion match got a 93 rated segment. That's great. So, what? Matt Hardy buried MVP in the Hardy compound or something like that. Matt Hardy can win, and that could be the end of that feud. Miz and Sheamus, 89. I forgot to give you guys a chance to predict. Miz, 90. Sheamus, 89. Miz loses the title. Sheamus wins the US title. Wow, there you go. What's next? I forget what's next. The ECW title? Is that next? So, Kofi and Henry. I'm going to say Kofi and Henry get 88. I think that's the next match. I forget. These guys are turning up tonight, Raven. God, they're doing very well, man. Alright. 88 for Kofi and Mark Henry. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely. Okay, it's definitely Kofi and Henry. 85 for the video hype. So quite often what they get for the video is close to what they get to the match. So if they think 85, alright, we'll see. 85, so yeah, there you go. Mark Henry and Kofi have great chemistry, but they lack psychology. Kofi, 91! Holy crap. 91 for Kofi, 92 for Henry. Just the bad chemistry, bad psychology let it down. Man, those two have great chemistry together. If they just had better psychology, we'd be fine. We'd be set. What's up, Zombie? Welcome to the stream, man. Alright, what's next? Is it the... I think it's the WWE title next. So... yes, it is. So, Punk, Cena, Jericho, Batista. Fatal 4-way. We've got Big Match John. We've got CM Punk and Chris Jericho. The only downfall is probably Batista. But I'm saying Punk will get probably 100. Cena might get 95. Jericho might get 95. Batista, 83. Overall, 96. I'm going to go 96. You think that multi-man Sigma is gone for Kofi? Thank God he needed it. He needed to get rid of it. 96 for the Fatal 4-way. 91. Batista 82, so very close to Batista. Cena 95, we said that. Punk 99, we said 100. Jericho 93, so we were pretty close on my predictions of what they were going to get. But the match itself was dragged down to 91, so that's interesting. I thought it might be better than that. Low storyline heat. Really? That has low storyline heat? What's low? Like, what? 85? 90? Okay. Rollins and Luke Gallows is next. I'll say 75 for this match. 75 for Rollins and Gallows. Both guys with about 70 popularity. Just so help you predict. 75. 75 might even be too high. But then again, Seth Rollins is pretty good. Luke Gallows isn't the worst. Batista's kind of crap. 82 for Batista. Let's not forget Batista's 85 pop. So he's a little bit under his pop. All the other guys are in the 90s. So Batista, if he had 95 pop, he would probably perform at a 90. So let's have a look. So mid-70s, you guys think? Someone, Elite thinks 81. Raven 82. Alonso 83. So some faith behind this match. 85 of the promo. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, video hyping up Joe, 71. That's the second time we've done that one, by the way. And 81, okay. I better trust Seth. You guys are right. Some of you guys are closer than I was. Well done. Rollins 75, Gallows 71. Seth Rollins, man. 75. Wow. Well done, Seth. 81 overall. Raven did some good work. Raven doing good work. Who would have thought? That's rare. Well done. Alright. Here we go. Big match show. Big match show. He's the man. Let's have a look. Randy Orton. Big match show. Steel cage. What is it going to get? Mid-card match, Seth. Yep. Big match show. Randy Orton. Nearly big match Orton. Oh, you guys are popping out the hundreds. I'm not sure if the steel cage is going to hurt it or benefit it. I really don't know. I'm hesitant to use gimmicks because I feel like sometimes it can really hinder it rather than benefit it. I'm not sure. Big match show. Do we trust him? Alright, I'm going to go 99. I don't think it's going to get 100, but I'm going to go 99. Here we go. 99. Randy, 99. Big Show actually lacked 87, so Big Match Show got carried a bit. It was more Randy carrying the match. So Orton defends in a steel cage. So we got the timing right, I think, this time. So last time we gave Big Show I keep calling Big Match Show the Big Show. I think we gave him a couple minutes too much. So this time I think we got the timing right. 99. So well done, Randy. Well done, Big Show. Big Show. I mean, what can you say? He's having a good year. I think he's working with the right people. He had a 100 with Shawn Michaels, and he's having 99s with Randy. I think he might be working with the right people, rather than having great matches himself. But 99, very good, very, very good. Main event time. Edge and Christian, DX. Last time they had a match, it was 100. This time, it does have interference by Tomko, which we're not sure if that's going to hurt it or not. It could. It absolutely could. And it's also a Texas Tornado Tag Team match. So it's a Tornado Tag, which I think is going to benefit rather than hurt it. They're more focused on brawling. Wait, I hope... No, we should be fine. I think this is a regular match. Steel Cage regular? I think that's regular. I was just worried that maybe the Steel Cage back-to-back with the Texas Tornado could hurt it, but I think Steel Cage is regular. So we should be fine. WWE Mark thinks we're going to get 101. He thinks we're going to break the system. Maybe next pay-per-view. I think we'll get 98. I think it's going to lose a couple points. It all depends on Christian. True. I'm going to go 98. I think it'll drop a couple of points. Probably thinking... I'm probably... In hindsight, we should have went Randy and Big Show main event. Alright. 91 for the promo. That's a good sign. Why are we in Puerto Rico? Ooh, that's a good point. Why are we in Puerto Rico? Oh well. Hey, we've done this good, and we're in Puerto Rico? My God. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to go... What did I say? 98? Here we go. What is it going to be? Far out. Are you kidding me? Wow. Everyone smacked 100. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Wow. No Mercy might be our best ever pay-per-view. Holy shit. Every match is killing it. Everyone, put 100 in the chat. Type 100 in the chat. I want to see those hundreds. Oh my God. Not even Tomko could ruin this match. Wow. Man. 100. What are we going to get? Like, are we going to hit 96, 97? Because let's not forget, we've had a 100 rated main event, which is the key. Main event's the key. Then the second match on your card is also very important, which was the second best match, which was 99. Then we've had a 90 rated Miz match, I think. Kofi and Henry was okay. The WWE title match was good, the Fatal 4-Way. What do you guys think we're going to get overall? I think 97. I struggled to beat 96. 96 is very difficult to beat. But I think we might be able to do it. I think we've got the card to do it. You should do 100 emote when you make your emote. Yes, I will do 100 emote. Good call. We need 100 emote. A golden 100 emote. Imagine if you would have let ENC go solo. I think Edge and Christian reuniting as a team is awesome because it never happened. I think it should have happened at some point, and I think this time period was the time where it should have happened. And if Edge didn't go down injured, it probably would have happened. But yeah, very cool. This DX and Edge and Christian, like, that would be a golden match. So I'm really glad we've been able to do it in this. Alright, let's have a look. The overall show... Oh, wait, we have the segment afterwards. 91 again, so that's good. So I don't think the segment afterwards will really matter too much, but 91 again's fine. So here we go. The overall is 97. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's freaking amazing, man. We've done it. Finally beaten 96. About freaking time. Holy shit. I'm going to give these guys a freaking hug. It's about damn time. No mercy of all pain. I'm waiting, like literally, I'm waiting until Survivor Series to execute my big storylines, to have the big matches. And we pull out the best show of the year on No Mercy. This is meant to be like a filler show. I don't know. Imagine what WrestleMania's going to get. Like, oh my, WrestleMania could honestly be 98, 99. Like, it could be huge. Holy shit. Michaels with his third 100 this year. If Michaels doesn't get Wrestler of the Year, he's going to get robbed. The only downfall was Rey Mysterio's injury, which we're about to find out. I think he'll be gone for 3 months. Puerto Rico's the next big expansion point. Yeah, even Puerto Rico didn't ruin it. That's unbelievable. Rey. Oh, thank God. 27 days. Jeez, did we dodge a bullet there? Wow. Jeez, we are very, very lucky. Should I give Adam Rose another contract? Oh. I don't think he'll sign a developmental deal, to be honest with you. I'll be shocked if he does. No. If he's not going to sign a developmental, I don't really want him. I mean, he's actually not that bad, to be honest. I'll worry about him in a minute. Forget him. 2.57 buy rate. What's our best? 3.3. Okay, so fair way all the way. But that is actually our best show of the year. Wow. The game is being a bit kind. Yeah, a bicep tear, isn't that like months out? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's have a look at Shawn Michaels. 95 pop. So Michaels has dropped some popularity after he's lost a few times. So he went from 100 to 95, unfortunately. Averaging 90 now this year with 300s. And let's not forget, he spent a lot of the year feuding with some real shit teams too. Alright, let's check some popularity swings. Del Rio 49, wow, okay. Let's have a look. Angelina 52, okay. Batista 84, probably gone down a little bit. Matt Hardy's nearly at 80 now after he won that deletion match. That's cool. That's good news. Jericho 91, so he's dropped a little bit, I think. Christian up to 88. Punk. Wow, Punk's dropped popularity despite winning? Huh. I guess the match quality brought it down, really? Okay. Cody's at 82 now, so Cody's really benefited from beating Morrison. Edge is at 94, 95. Wow. So Edge has been the big winner from all this. He is really flying up. Who else we got? Mercury's up to 45. That's cool. Cena, 93. Is that him going up? I think was he at 92 before, so he might have gone up a little bit, maybe. Morrison's dropped a bit, back to 88, 87. That's okay. He's now out of the title picture, so now he's going to start winning, so he'll be fine. Kaylee 72. That's good. Karma 66, she's going very well. Kofi 88.
87 with his win over Henry. Gallows, wow, Gallows dropped from 70 to 67, so Seth Rollins must have gone up a bit, I hope. Henry, despite losing, hasn't really dropped. He's still at 87, still very, very good, so we have to figure out what's next for Henry. Do we have him change brands, go to SmackDown or Raw as the new top heel contender, or just to keep on ECW to work with a few other guys? Have to figure it out. MVP also went up, so he's nearly at 80. So because it was an angle, not an actual match, both guys can improve, which is the benefit of doing it that way. Randy 98, 99, very, very good. Ray 92 still, so he'll be handy to bring in the title picture soon. Wow, Samoa Joe has gone up. So because we did a hype video for him on the pay-per-view, I think he's gone up to 75. Yeah, so we did a hype video for him, so he's gone up a few points. So he's already gaining popularity being in the WWE, so wow, that's good. So Rollins has gone up to nearly 70 across the board. So a mixed match of 70s. So he's now officially an upper mid-carder. Hey, Johnny WWE with the subscription. Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. That should update, actually. Why is that not updating? Well, thank you, Johnny, anyways. That should update. I'm not sure why that's not doing that. Let me have a quick look at that. Excuse me. Okay, so Seth up to 70. Oh, by the way, guys, if you also want to subscribe, there's a subscribe button. If you have Twitch Prime, you can do it for free. So you can do what Johnny did and subscribe for free. So it's about to hit the 80s. Oh, Seth is about to explode. Like, Seth is doing really well. He needs to... Why is he in mid-card? He's got to be up mid-carder. Come on. Seth is... I mean, look at Seth when he started. 38. And now he's at 70. I mean, that is a push. That's a pretty big push. Like, that's an incredible rise to the top. And if you actually look at it, he's lost more matches than he's won. Wow. So he's actually lost more than he's won, yet he's where he is right now. He's won his last 4. So if you take away those, he's won 10, lost 15. So, wow. How much money would you have to pay me to let Tajiri become ECW champion? Probably more money than you have. Sheamus up to mid-80s? Wow. That's crazy. Okay. I should have hyped up Sting, but I kind of want Sting's arrival to be a bit of a surprise. Ted's to 73. Big Show's at 90 now. Very, very good. It's John Nee. John Nee. Or John N-Y-E. I don't know. I'll just call you John. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, man. Miz. Wow, Miz dropped to 84. That's a tough loss. Miz doesn't deserve that type of drop, considering how good he's been. He was at 88. For him to drop down to 84 sucks. Yeah, for Sheamus as well. My bad. Triple H still at 97. So Shawn's losing all the popularity. Triple H is staying strong. Okay. Typical Triple H. And that's about it. So that's the popularity swings. We got Sting, Joe, Rude all ready to come back, or all ready to debut in a week. NXT back in the saddle. Okay, interesting name. I probably should change that to TakeOver. They had their pay-per-view, I guess you could call it. 0.3 rating, 28,000. So the WWE Network is growing. Yay. Bray Wyatt beat Hassan for the title. 52 rated. Jimmy Uso beat Darren Young. Kaylee Turner beat Eve. Brooke Tessmarker beat Alicia Fox. Leah Kruger beat Roman Reigns. 800 attendance. The Sandman's retired. Demolition Axe retired. Rich Swann, he wants some work. Too bad you're not getting it from me. Miz Mania moved to SmackDown. I don't think so. Jeez, doesn't this guy look like a young CM Punk? Jeez. Really looks like CM Punk. A blonde-haired CM Punk. I don't think Miz needs to move. I just think he needed to drop the title and do something else. Because now we could have some other guys feud for the title. Dolph Ziggler, for example, could win the title. Then Seth Rollins and Ziggler. You know, a few other combinations. Whereas Miz should be competing for the WWE title at this point, rather than the US title. Maybe Miz to get it back. No. To get 100 for a show, you need to have a celebrity in a band to get it. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for WrestleMania then. Am I going to stream during the middle of the week? You've never heard of Mark Hastings? No, I haven't. I would like to stream during the middle of the week. Wednesdays would be the best day because obviously Monday, Tuesday's Raw and SmackDown. If I could force myself to wake up early, for my, early as in like 9, 10 a.m., then I could definitely do a couple hours during the week. That would be cool. It's about finding the right time for everyone and also convincing myself to wake up. What ratings did No Mercy get? You missed it? There you go. Just look at it. Look at it, enjoy it, appreciate it. Just sit, take a moment, let it sink in. Let these two numbers sink in. Because I'm pretty freaking happy with it, man. Let's take a look. So the World Tag Title's 95. God damn. Talk about getting it. The World Tag Title is more credible than the WWE title right now. Wow. That's pretty crazy, huh? Put Tomko on SmackDown. I need to actually call him up for real. He was, well, he went up a little bit too. It was just a one-night only thing. I need to call him up for real. Gives us another little mid-carder as well for SmackDown. What's his push? Opener? Or make it mid-carder so we can actually utilize him. And hopefully he can manage Edge and Christian without a penalty. So because we already have Tyson Kidd, I'll just keep his name as Tomko. It makes it easier for me to type to him, to get to him quicker. Christian and Tomko should have chemistry, I think. So we've got that at least in the bank. Edge and Tomko, God knows. Exchange Miz for Henry. You think Miz would work on ECW? I guess he could really be the anti-ECW character. Like, really full and anti-ECW. Make him Travis Tomko. I prefer Tyson Tomko, to be fair. Should we keep going? Should we play a little longer? We could do another half an hour if I really wanted to. What we need to do now is kind of end some feuds. So this feud's done. That's finished. We could just end Rollins. We could end that now. Rollins and straight side. It's kind of done. Fatal 4-Way's done. This never even started. That's done. We could do a Smackdown match between those two. Big Show and Orton is done. So what I'm thinking now is we do a Smackdown versus Raw match at Survivor Series. Change Tomko's gimme? Okay. Bodyguard. He should be able to do it. So a Smackdown versus Raw match at Survivor Series, and I can involve some of the big names. So that means that's a way where I don't have to have a big title match. I can get away with it. Problem is, okay, so the problem is we can't do 5v5v5. We can only do 3v3v3, but I'm not a fan of that. So, do we keep ECW separate again? You could do... Here's what you could do. What about Randy Orton versus CM Punk versus Kofi Kingston in a triple threat? What about that? Every champion, a triple threat. Is that too big to do? It's Survivor Series. You could do that. What do you guys think? Triple threat match, all the champs. Who's the best champion right now in WWE? You could have Randy Orton win and then get cashed in on. Do that. That would be pretty sick. Because then you've got two heels in Orton Punk, but then you have Kofi as the babyface to separate it. CM Punk. So, triple threat. Champions. The champions. Champs versus champs. You could add in like Stephanie supports CM Punk type of deal. Shane supports Randy. Paul Heyman supports Kofi. Remember, we have bragging rights. True, but bragging rights is more Smackdown vs. Raw at this point. Plus, Punk won't be champ, Randy won't be champ, Kofi won't be champ. I don't know. And let's not forget that ECW missed out on being involved in bragging rights, so this is their way of getting themselves back involved, testing themselves. Like, you could say, okay, ECW wasn't ready for bragging rights, but now we're ready. We're ready. We've got the champion that we want. We've got this great champion, Kofi Kingston. We're ready to challenge and compete against the big boys. Bragging rights is lame. I like bragging rights, but if you have Survivor Series, you almost don't need it. I know I do both in like my universe mode, for example, but you know. Survivor Series is more like one match, is brand versus brand, or two matches, whereas bragging rights is the whole show. So it's different. WWE vs TNA War Games match Survivor Series. Well, I wanted to do a WWE vs TNA match, but nobody else wanted me to do it. Like on the stream yesterday, everyone was convincing me not to do it.
You guys are all saying, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Do you guys want me to do TNA versus WWE? Because I personally think that'd be sick. It's the only time you can do it is now, basically. It's now or never. If you want to do it, if you wanted to do an invasion angle, the stars have all aligned. It's Survivor Series. It is all the TNA guys coming in now. John, thank you very much for the bits, man. Appreciate it. ECW vs TNA sounds better. Oh man, you make it bigger, man. Like, make it bigger. Should we do it or not? I don't know. Gives TNA exposure. It does. Machine Guns. Samoa Joe. Sting. Bobby Roode. There's your 5 for TNA. Pretty strong. We got a good main eventer of Sting. Samoa Joe has been built up pretty well already. Do a poll. Alright. I'll do a straw poll right now. Let's do it. It's unrealistic. How's it unrealistic though? We've just signed 3 TNA guys, 5 TNA guys if you want to include Machine Guns, who we've only used a couple times. So it's not unrealistic. It is realistic. It could happen. It's a good way to introduce them all, make them feel like big stars from the get-go. Then they can separate their own ways afterwards. But it's a good way to pair them all up together, in my opinion, make them look like threats and kick off their run well. TNA has to win. I agree. Okay. I'll look at the poll. What do you guys think? 75% yes, 25% no. 77% yes. I'll have a couple more refreshes. It's a bit of a landslide. WWE would never mention TNA. Well, you could say a rival promotion invasion. You can get away without saying TNA, but you've got 5 guys who've just come from a rival promotion. Then you could have them come in and look to it'd almost be like Nexus, for example. Instead of it's a bunch of young guns, it's a bunch of outsiders coming in. Or NWO to a lesser extent. But it's a bunch of outsiders coming in and looking to make their mark in the WWE. It's a storyline that's happened many times. We don't have to mention TNA, but we could say outsiders are coming here to take over. You know, they're coming here to make their mark. Plus, it's not going to be a long-term invasion. It's going to be a match. One match, then they're going to go their separate ways. So... Hey, 100 more bits. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to change that to SS. Forget. TNA versus WWE. Plus, we haven't done anything with Sabin and Shelley yet, so this is a way to boost them up a bit, get them going. It's not the main event match. It'd be a mid-card match, maybe opener. That's right. It's not the main event. The triple threat will probably be the main event at this point, or maybe DX and Edge and Christian again. All right, so let's pick a team. I can tell you right now, Undertaker's going in. We want Undertaker and Sting to perhaps we want that to set that up for WrestleMania. Undertaker's always the guy who wants to defend WWE. He's WWE through and through, so he's in. Also, another guy who lives and breathes WWE is Hulk Hogan, I think. So I'm going to put Hogan in, because then we can use Hogan. Because we wanted to use Hogan anyways. How long is Michelle McCool out for? 53 days. Cena should be in there. I agree. John Cena. John Cena. Man, this is star-studded WWE, huh? Cena. What about a tag team? So we've got Taker is kind of Sting, Joe, Cena, you know, Hogan. So what about a tag team to rival the Machine Guns? Sting can't debut on a random Smackdown. Well, it's not random if you have them come out and beat the shit out of, you know, some of the top guys. Rollins or Kings of Wrestling. Okay, so let's have a look at your options. You'd love it if ECW kind of rejected to be here, or maybe cost them the match. Yeah, true. Alright, your options are... let's have a look. So, Crime Time, Hart Dynasty. Well, do we want to include ECW? Ziggler and Swagger. We kind of need a babyface team because the rest of Team WWE is all babyface. Dudley Boys to represent ECW. True. The Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, that's true. I did want to do that. Taker returns on SmackDown Challenge. Orton Sting comes out instead. That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Delete! Delete! Delete!
Levesque, thank you very much for the $1 donation. Love the Tito stream. Been here since 2K14. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the donation, and I'm glad I've got you here for your support. I think ECW, considering their relationship with SmackDown Raw, would rather not team with them than versus TNA. Very true. Do Kane for the Brothers Destruction. Alright, Kane would be a good fit. So, okay. Kane. One more guy then. Ray would be perfect, wouldn't he? But is he going to be healthy? We've got 27 days. Survivor Series is in week 3 of November. So Ray would be back the day before Survivor Series, I think. Big Show, yeah, Big Show is a good shout. Big Show hasn't... Big Match... I keep calling Big Match Show. The Big Show, I think, arguably deserves a spot on the team. He has been excellent. It'd be almost criminal to have him on the card. And Ray, his health is a bit unknown. Seth Rollins... Yeah, you could do Seth Rollins. If you didn't want to overload it and have all the big names on it, you could do Seth Rollins. Just rename it to Big Match Show. I mean, I keep calling it Big Match Show, so you may as well. Don't chance it. Yeah, I agree. Can't do angles. True. Alright, Ray's out. So, Big Show or Seth Rollins? I mean, you could get rid of Hulk Hogan. I just wanted to have Hogan in there to take the pin, to be honest with you. To take the pin. Let Sting or Joe pin Hogan so Hogan can take the popularity loss. That's kind of why I wanted Hogan in there. Do you get mod? Levesque, I'm going to give you mod. You deserve it. You have been... I see you in here all the time, man, so let's give you some mod. Get rid of Hogan. Yeah, but then you have either Taker, Cena, Big Show, Rollins, I guess, take the pin. Hogan's got 97 pop. We could drain a bit of his pop, give it out to one of the TNA guys, and benefit there. We also have Kevin Nash as well, who has been a TNA guy for a bit, but would you really say he's a TNA guy though? Well, maybe. He's an outsider. So he also could be involved in the feud somewhat, as an enforcer maybe. Have Kane take the pin. True. Where's your most rated show in TW? Well, 97 right now. Angry Ben Show, you want to be a mod? Oh, you did. Yeah, I'll make you mod. Nash could cost WWE the match. True, yeah. Nash could cost them the match. And yeah, maybe set up a match against someone. Like Cena could beat Nash or someone, I don't know. So we just need one more guy. So you think the Big Show... I think the Big Show deserves to be in there. To be honest, Seth Rollins would almost do better than Kane, but Kane and Undertaker should perform well together, maybe. Rollins is a good choice because you don't want to overload WWE. That is also very true. Because WWE is very, like, super strong, whereas TNA is good on paper, but not in terms of popularity. What is your most rated show in all your playlists? I don't know, man. Like, I always struggle to get past 96, so yeah, 97. This is probably my best show done. I thought you weren't doing Invasion. Well, I want to do one. And the reason why I didn't do it is because you guys told me not to, but since when do I listen to the fans? Come on. So, Big Show, Taker, Cena, Hogan, Kane. Is that okay, that team, or should we make a change? I personally want to keep Hogan in it because Hogan's running out of time. He's only got a few matches left in him. And this is the type of match that Hogan would come back for. Like, this Hogan could be the surprise final partner as the big name. I could see it. I think it'd be cool. I'm going to go with it. Screw it. Hogan can take the pin if we want TNA to win. Boom. You can't really use TNA versus W. Well, who said I'm using TNA? I'm just putting TNA there because you guys know him as TNA. I know him as TNA. Seth Rollins versus Ray. I don't even know if Ray's going to be healthy, man. I put Morrison in it. Morrison's going to cash in Money in the Bank and win the title. Rawlson needs in. Or who do you get rid of for Rollins then? Kane or Big Show? Or Cena? I do agree having a mid-carder in there would be good. You could also put Rollins in the US title match if you wanted to. Make it more a multi-man. Fatal 4-way Ziggler in there too. Joseph Pin Hogan. Well, that's the plan. Joe or Sting. I kind of want Sting to do it because I want Sting to get to 90 popularity if I can for Sting vs Taker at Mania. Kane. Take out Show and put him in another match. Well, Cody Rhodes does need an opponent for the IC title. He does need an opponent. If we take out Kane, then we could probably use Cody versus Kane as an IC title. So we'll put Seth as the young gun, you think? Okay. Alright. Keep Show in. Oh, what is it going to be? Alright. Oh, yeah, I did keep showing. Kane's out. Kane's out, Rollins in. We happy with that? Yes or no? Kane out, Rollins in. That's what we're going to do. Kaylee vs Trish, the women's. Kane out, Rollins in. Put Kane in the match. Kane in because chemistry. This is making it difficult. Alright. That's it. Kane's in. Done. That's it. That's the match. Well, instead, we'll put Dolph and Seth in the US title. Add them in, make it a 4-way. That's going to end. So, we need an IC title. Cody versus... I'm just going to put Ray in there as a placeholder. I don't know. Cody versus Drew. That would make more sense storyline-wise. So I might just do that, actually. So because we already have this storyline established, I'm going to put Cody in there. And put McIntyre versus Rhodes. So McIntyre will beat Ted, and then he'll get to Cody. Since that makes more sense. Let's change his name in this so we know it's Survivor Series. I don't know if that'll be... if Lawler and Masters will make it a Survivor Series. It might. Gal Kim Beth. I'm going to do... Let's do a women's Survivor Series match. Let's do a women's. We didn't... I don't think we did anything like that at Bragging Rights. So, and plus, we're not doing a lot without women. But then we have Katie Lee. We have two of our best women here not involved, don't we? For Smackdown. Smackdown, though, does have Karma. So it's pretty good anyways. Yeah, stuff it. I'm going to do it. Alright, so we've got Talia Beth, Victoria. This might even be on the pre-show anyway, so it gives us something to get all the women involved with. Victoria, Layla. Lee and Trish should be WrestleMania. Probably, but we're too deep into it now. We've got to do it now. How long have you been playing TW? How many years? I had TW13. I got that just a few months before TW16 came out. So, what's that? Probably 2 years now I've been playing. You aren't deep enough to do that. What other? Who else we got on roll? One more woman. I don't want to use one of the bells because they're trash. Would love to see current day local to global. Good luck doing that, man. That is one tough assignment, I'll tell you that now. Melina, yeah, okay. This is going to be a misfit team. I actually forgot I had Melina. And for Smackdown, Karma, Maurice, Kelly, Angelina Love probably deserves a chance to be in that. Nah, she'd be too wrapped up in the Katie Lee one. Let's not do that. Mickey James, yep. And we need one more woman. I think there's one more I'm missing that's good. Is Lesnar coming back? I'm thinking of just saving him to the Rumble because he won't be back until after Survivor Series. So I feel like a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble and win the Rumble. That's probably my plan for Lesnar. And pray to God he doesn't get a UFC fight between now and WrestleMania. Could you imagine if I have him win the Rumble and he takes a UFC fight and misses WrestleMania? I could probably cry. Who am I missing? So you got Maria, Michelle McCool. No, she won't be back. Might have to be Maria. Ugh, Maria or Maria it is. Jesus. Probably going to be the pre-show anyways. But it's something for the women to do, and it gives us an easy storyline to kind of do for the next while. If Lesnar wins the Rumble and the title, you better make him defend on every title, every pay-per-view. Oh yeah, he'll be on every pay-per-view for sure. I might even have him do like a Raw match occasionally, like really rare, but like he would have the odd match on Raw like every couple months maybe if it was required. Like I would use him a little bit more than the WWE would now. Try and get Becky Lynch some pop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely know. It's possible. We just needed to have her in more angles than matches. As we found out with Gail Kim, we got her 3 pop by just utilizing more angles. Alright, so you think I'd sub out Maria and put Becky Lynch in and try and get Becky Lynch over? Alright, let's do it. Give me a challenge to try and get Becky Lynch a few popularity points. What do you use Lesnar like in Universe mode? Well, in Universe mode, yeah, he basically had every pay-per-view he had to defend the title, and then he'd have the occasional occasional Raw match when he was champion. And then I just couldn't be bothered. After that, I started having him wrestle a little bit more. whenever I wanted him to wrestle. Any other matches for Survivor Series? That's good. So that's 3, 6, 7 matches for Survivor Series right now. Probably one of these ECW matches could be on Survivor Series as well. We've already got 2 5-on-5s, so we don't need another one. Okay. Probably covering everything. Kingston vs. Kennedy. Kingston's in the triple threat main event. Okay, I think we're gonna be good. Who's Brock gonna face if it's Punk versus Austin? Well, my idea was Brock versus Orton. That would require Lesnar to come back as a face. Did you buy TNA? No, but I took 5 of their best guys. What happened to Brock and Yves Simone? He was at the Royal Rumble. Nothing. He was at the Rumble. Alright, so should I book another show? Let's book a show. Let's start. We've got these storylines. Let's give you guys another show. It is 4 a.m. where I am at right now, but I'll do another one. And Nash. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, so I've got 6 guys from TNA. Okay, so how are we going to start this TNA? Oh, the TNA guys aren't here yet. They got one more week till they come here. Alright, so we'll focus on the Champions versus Champions match. And we can start it by... Because CM Punk, let's not forget, he was talking about how he's the best champ on Raw. Like, CM Punk can challenge Orton and Kingston. CM Punk challenges Orton and Kingston to prove who is the greatest champion in WWE. Because it makes sense, because CM Punk not long ago obviously was gloating with Hulk Hogan about him being the best champion, the WWE champion, and now he can challenge these guys because he wants to prove he's the greatest champion in WWE out of every title in a triple threat match. Storyline TNA vs WWE. Yeah, because it's easy for me to know, it's easy for you, the viewers, to know, and when I update it on your screen, you're going to know what it is. What do you want me to say? Like outsiders versus WWE, or, you know. What if at Mania you have Lesnar beat Orton, then after the match Legacy beats down Lesnar, Morrison cashes in? No, I want Morrison to cash in now, have a 3-month reign or a couple-month reign, then maybe lose it at the Rumble, give it back to Orton, Lesnar versus Orton. That's one of the ideas I have. Change storyline box. Yeah, we've only got probably 10 more minutes of the stream, so there's no point, but I will have it updated next time. So let's give the Hart Dynasty a match against Tyson Kidd, Vlad, and Zeke. These 2 guys, Vlad and Zeke, they're getting fired soon, so I might have Tyson Kidd and David Hart just dominate them. Punk wants revenge from Survivor bragging rights. That's true, yeah. Shawn and Triple H can cut a promo on Edge and Christian, saying they're not done with them yet. We're not through with those guys just yet. And Miz spoils Sheamus's celebration. So Sheamus is out there celebrating him winning the title. Miz comes out, spoils it, and perhaps attacks Sheamus. Fiery Blade, what's up, man? Welcome. So Seth can have a match. Let's keep Seth strong. Let's give Seth the win over Paul Burchill. Keep him looking good. And let's just say Seth says, you know what, Sheamus, you're the new champion now. When you're ready, I'm ready. So just kind of throws it out there that he's thinking about coming for that US title. Just throws it out there. DX versus ENC, your version of Usos. Happens over and over and it never gets stale. Oh, they only have one more match and it's done. It's a 3-match series. But Edge and Christian are going to probably 3-match sweep them, though. It's not ideal. I probably should have had DX win by DQ or something, but whatever. What about Batista? He's got nothing now for Survivor Series, huh? Batista, well, there's not a lot he can really do. Let's give Victoria a match. She can take on Natalya. Oh, were you going to do that? We did do that in September. That was a while back. So Victoria can win. Or should Natalya win? No. We'll go Victoria. Big Show have a big match at Mania. Oh, he'll do something good. If you need ideas for TNA vs WWE, I can give some cool ideas. If you got ideas, just throw them in the chat, man. I'm always reading the chat, so any ideas you got, just put them in the chat. I'm gonna have Jerry Lawler challenge Chris Masters to a match. So the King challenges Masters after everything he's done. Now we need a main event, huh? We haven't really got anything set at the moment for a main event, do we? We could just do Shawn Michaels and Triple H getting a big win to boost them up a bit. Since they've taken a few losses, so I might do that. Shawn Michaels, because we'll start the 5-on-5, the TNA vs WWE next week when the TNA guys debut. So we'll just give Dolph and Jack the loss, give DX a bit of a win. Since they've had a few losses, let's give them a win back. Cena hasn't won in ages. Yeah, I know. I probably should give him a win. Maybe next week Cena can win and gets attacked by Bob Roode or something. Alright, let's do it. CM Punk 100, challenging the 3 champs. Hart Dynasty Ruthless Roundtable 71. Tyson Kidd 86. Damn, that's good. 89 for Triple H, Shawn Michaels. 100 for Sheamus and The Miz. That's good. That's a good way to keep building that. Rollins and Burchell. Seth Rollins, 81. Oh, they have good chemistry, that's why. But damn, 81. Man, Rollins is going really well. 87 challenge and Sheamus. That's good. Rollins is good promos, good in ring work. He's definitely got the package, full package. Victoria, Natalya. Natalya 66, Victoria 65. So probably should have Natalya start winning a little bit more. She's gone down a little bit. Jerry Lawler 77, so that's good. That boosts that up a little bit more. And just 83 for the main event. Just Swagger and Ziggler just can't deliver a good match. They're the type of guys that've got good popularity, but just can't deliver a big performance. Dolph Ziggler 78, which is good. Swagger 75. Yeah, probably no storyline involvement, which was the other downfall, but still. 87. That's actually better than I thought. I'm going to make Hulk Hogan a surprise video. So, not video, surprise inclusion right at the end. Hornswoggle's contract's up. Well, we could probably bury Hornswoggle a little bit more. Kevin Nash complaint. What's wrong? Well, Kevin Nash, you want to be a main eventer? What's wrong, Kevin? What do you want? What do you want, Kevin? Come on. Where is he? Kevin Nash. Upper mid-carder. Really, Kevin? You want to be full-time guy? Alright. He actually has 77 pop, to be fair. So he's kind of useful. How many years has he passed his prime? That'll be interesting. Oh, only 12. Just 12. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Just 12. On Raw, Cena cuts a promo about Disrespectful Samoa Joe. So what have you missed so far? Only 2.5 hours of stream. Nearly 3 hours. And with that being said, it is now 4 AM where I'm at. I hope you guys enjoy this stream. Next time we come to you, we are building towards Survivor Series. We're going to have the TNA guys that we stole debuting. Sting's coming, Joe's coming, Rude's coming. It's going to be fun. I would like to do a stream during the week. I probably won't, to be fair, but that would be ideal. I've got a Universe Mode episode I'm about to upload as well on my channel, so make sure you check that out. If you haven't already, make sure you follow the stream. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to subscribe. And this video will be available to watch later on tonight on my channel, so you guys get to see a little bit earlier. It's probably actually our longest stream in the series, so there you go. Thank you for coming out, guys. I really appreciate your company. It was a great stream. I had a great time. Thank you so much. Thank you to our donators. Thank you to our subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Next time it's going to be fun, so hope to see you all there.